Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Today I'm going to look at I'm thinking still about processes and how do we learn things and how do we get better and improve. So I was thinking perhaps it's useful to you to look at how to learn a dance phrase. What is the process of learning and memorizing a dance phrase? So a couple of weeks ago, I've been taking class as a student, and the teacher taught us a very long phrase. It was really long, think about 20 counts, something like that, quite long. And as I was doing the phrase, I was thinking, okay, how am I learning this phrase? Because I can see that I captured the beginning very well, and then I have a lapse of memory where, from the first chunk, I start to go, okay, what's next? I'm not sure. So I started to think about how do I really learn and how do I really memorize that phrase. So here's one process that perhaps is helpful to you, and I would really love to share it. So first of all, I want you to think about seeing the picture, the bigger picture, see the phrase. So when the teacher teaches you the whole phrase, which usually they do, see it as an entire thing. Once you've done that, once you've had the whole picture, you say, okay, so where am I going to go next? So first thing is, okay, perhaps we can start with the beginning. We start learning the first bit. Once you're learning, do. So you learn and you do. You visualize it, you look at the teacher and you do it, and you think about how you're doing the phrase and how does the body feels when you're doing it. So for example, the phrase started with a demi-plie and a stretch, a demi-plie and a curve and a stretch. And then we had a roll down, and a count of 6, we bent the knees and we came up, and then etc., etc. So that was the beginning. So that was quite an interesting part, which felt quite simple because it's all kind of on one plane. From there, how do you learn the next bit? Well, first of all, keep practicing the first bit. Keep practicing that. So you start using your kinesthetic sense. Okay, and then you go down, you count to 6, you bend your knees and you come up, and you repeat it quite a few times. And remember what the arms are doing, what the knees are doing, and how that feels in space. So the next chunk is take a little bit more. So whilst you're thinking about the first part of the phrase, start introducing the next part. Okay, so the next part is a roll of the shoulder, roll on the other side, a roll with the elbow, an extension, and a drop, and up, and stretch, and a twist. Okay, so now, whilst you're thinking about the first part, think about the second section. So we have a roll of the shoulder, a roll of the other side, a roll with the elbow and an extension, we drop, we stretch, we sieve through, and then we bend and twist. Okay. Let's put them all together. So we have a plie and a stretch, a plie with a curve. And again, you can use words that perhaps remind you of movement. A forward bend, and count to 6, bend your knees to recover up. Then you start the second part, rolling the shoulder, and then the other shoulder. And then the elbow extending back, drop the arm, extend the opposite arm, find your way across, and then twist and come back. Okay, I'm going to be a little cheeky and challenge you, so I would like you to have a go at the first bit and then the second bit, put them together, see if you can practice them as much as possible until they become really familiar, and then I'm going to ask you to add an extra 8. So you're going to make up your own 8, okay? Let me know how it goes, and I would love to perhaps see a video from you if you feel like. So first of all, let me know how it goes. Second of all, will you show me a video? Will you send me a video of yourself with the new Extra 8? Okay, until next time, bye-bye.